Okay, you know how we do it, man. This is the UGLA, man, coming back with the reenact, man. You know, we've been doing some research. I've been out there shopping around, looking around, and you know, question is, everybody want to know, man. Inquiring minds would like to know who is Mr. Christopher Lovejoy, aka Crip Manager 600, the one who been, doing the contract thing. But here's the situation, man. We're gonna get into the contract and all that stuff like that. Since it's out in the open and in the air, you know what I mean. So it's fair game. I would assume though, you know what I mean. But we ain't gonna assume too much. But what we can do, man, we can get old up in here, man. Peanuts and popcorn, everything, man. You know, hit the thumbs up button. You know, share the video. Be sure to tell a friend, and we gonna punch into this, man. But like when I was looking for the photos and stuff to bring you this content of Mr. Lovejoy, and I stumbled across a video, man. You know, they were speaking, I'm gonna run some audio, on Mr. Lovejoy, give you some insight on him in a minute though. But it was what's dude call himself what does he call himself? He called himself Tonkyyy.Boy. Right? So old Tonkyyy.Boy, man. Have y'all seen the movie How High #1? So How High #1, man, you know what I mean? When they was smoking the reefer and shit, and they had a little Chinese boy, and he had the on his lip, you know what I mean? So the boy, Tonkyyy.Boy, was running around with the on his lip, and he no smoky for you, and girl, and all that stuff like that. Go to him, man. We gonna salute you for your works and stuff, man. Good content that you be having, man. You know what I mean? I see you. I salute you. But boy, you need to listen to the great late Michael Jackson and look at the man in the mirror, man, and get yourself right, man. You know what I mean? Either it's a cold sore or it's a simplex or some, type. But handle up on that Tonkyyy, and we're gonna get into Mr. Lovejoy right here in a minute, man. This is Crip Manager 600, and he gonna give you a little insight on who him is and what him do and what his angle is, man. And then, after then, matter of fact, I'm gonna pause that note. So just pause with me for a minute right here, and I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about, because the proof is in the pudding, and I'm far from Bill Cosby. So I'm gonna show y'all Mr. Tonkyyy.Boy. Hold up now. One. Okay, peoples. Now we in here, man. We back like I told y'all, man. See us believing, eyes don't lie, man. We in here with Mr. Tonkyyy himself. Mr. Anybody Can Get It. Well, it looks like somebody got it. And if you don't know you got it, when it gets you, then you know you got it. You get it? But that's what's going on with Mr. Tonkyyy, man. So observe this real closely. You know what I mean? If you was like walking and you was say, "Hey girl, what's happening with you?" She be like, He got the girl and no smoky for you look. So that's for Tonkyyy. We gonna get back into Mr. Lovejoy and salute him for the station. But look at the man in the mirror, man, and get yourself together, man, because this is not a handlebar. It's not a good look for you. So in the meantime, between time, we gonna punch out on that. Okay, man, we back to Mr. Lovejoy, man, what this story's all about. Crip Back's manager, man, it's gonna give you a little briefing on who this man is and shit. You know what I mean?
Who is he? With him stepping in as a late notice opponent against Dave Allen, many have been asking just who is this unbeaten American? Is he the real deal? Where did he come from? Is he any good? These are questions that his opponent Dave Allen is also asking. And as a channel that has covered Lovejoy since he randomly burst into the WBA rankings in September 2018, I'll try to shed some light on the unbeaten 36-year-old in this video, who goes into the Allen fight with a record of 19-0.
Righteous.
We'll start at the beginning. Lovejoy, he began his career.
Okay, so yeah, man, they gonna dig into it, man. It get a little depth, but it ain't that long, man. You know what I mean? I hope y'all could hang on with me, man. But we gonna run this, man. Time is, precious. But you know what I mean? If you're doing the right thing with your time, then you know what I mean? You use it the right way. So salute me, I salute you. We gonna go back into Mr. Lovejoy, Crip Back's manager.
2016 in a club fight in Tijuana, Mexico. Within a couple of years, the brash-talking American was ranked number 15 by the WBA. sporting a record at the time of 14-0, with only one of those wins coming against a fighter with a winning record. And that ranking, it did draw some headlines, many not that favourable given that the American at the time was outside of the top 200 on BoxRec.
Huh?
But Lovejoy, he was intent on telling anyone who would listen that he was 15th best in the world.
Yeah, you can
he would
follow
also
him.
post to Instagram in 2018
There
that
he
his
is.
then promoter Floyd Mayweather would set him
G-Bo.
up with Anthony Joshua if he could get.
What that say? What that say on there? That say G-Bo? I know it, G-Bo Gasson? No, that's fucking around though. But yeah, man, I just see that. Okay, here we go, man.
To 20-0. And at the time, he was also working with Floyd Sr. in a training capacity. And that year, he also captured the GBO heavyweight title. Later, he would part ways with Mayweather. His time in the rankings, though, it was brief. Just a month dropped, but he did continue to fight in Mexico on club shows, returning another 3 wins to round out 2018.
Yeah.
Joe Joyce, I watched the fight, man. Congratulations, that was a nice win. But look, calling you out, I need that work.
Okay, there he is, promoted. So we ain't gonna get too much into his career, you know what I mean? We're gonna let him promote himself on that. We're gonna salute him for his works. Then we're gonna get into this contract thing. I'm gonna let him speak, and then, you know what I mean, I'm gonna shut it up since it's out in the open and everybody's speaking about it. We all know it's a 5-year contract. For what? For what is the purpose and what is the amount and all of that stuff is like, I hope that the 100,000 wasn't that, and then he got to pay it back over a period of time. It just don't add up. But whatever it is, if you're the enforcer of it, you got to be involved in it because you're the introduction to it. So we're going to tap out of this, then we're going to tap into him speaking on what it is. But I see him 8-legging up out of it, man. He's on the road, so I don't know if he can manage. Down goes Frazier, down goes Lovejoy. You know what I mean? So I'm going to let y'all be the judge of this, man. We're going to tap out of this, and we're going to tap into him speaking on this 5-year contract, man, and where he's staying at and what's going on with it, and him being the enforcer of it, and all those other good grammatical things, you know what I mean?
That fight.
But this is where Lovejoy's career really gets interesting, as the rush of low-level fights that had marked the start of his career, they just dried up completely. Lovejoy was also now openly calling out highly ranked fighters and looking for what he was calling the money fight. And while he may have only fought once in 2019, he still drew his fair share of headlines, having almost fought Nathan Gorman, but it falling through at the last minute, apparently not Lovejoy's fault. Rumours also emerging that Lovejoy was dropped by Tyson Fury in sparring in Las Vegas. But this was heavily disputed by Lovejoy himself.
I had that dude running around the ring, then I knocked him out the ring. You know what I'm saying? And keep my name out your mouth, homie.
Lovejoy also started up a GoFundMe page for fans to help him out around the time that he did some jail time. But despite the inactivity, the WBA came calling again. It ranked Lovejoy in September 2019, this time slotting him at number 10. He would remain in the rankings for 4 consecutive months. Veteran promoter Lou DiBella even at one point questioned in public how Lovejoy could be ranked. He would start 2020 with another low-level fight against another journeyman in Mexico. There were meant to be other fights in 2022.
So yeah, man, he been fighting out the country for a while, man. So now we know where he dropped out of the sky from, you know what I mean? And we're going to get into his new profession because it looked like he can't get a fight and ain't nobody promoting his fight. So he back to the, drawing board again, man. So just hold that dope, man, and we're going to punch into this, man. Mr. Lovejoy, we ain't done yet.
He called you out for the fight. I ain't ready passing on mine.
Yeah, we back, man, you know what I mean?
We'll see how
Keep your eye on the clock and see what's going on.
I'm better with him this morning, man. We had breakfast and shit, man, and
Mr. Lovejoy.
get him squared away with his contract. You know.
Yeah, what's going on with the contract? Like, what's going on? They saying lawyers.
He signed a 5-year contract, bro. So that's what.
Okay, so he said he signed a 5-year contract. Now you gotta listen to it very, very carefully, man, because you get lost in the sauce because he's saying he don't have nothing to do with it, but at the same time you don't have nothing to do with it. You keep putting it out there that it was 5 years, And C-Mac never told nobody that he signed no 5-year contract. He just said that he had a lot of things going on. So, since you put it out there and you speaking on it, you should let us know what it's for, what it consists of, and how long how much of amount that he needs to, come up with, and how much he was given. You know what I mean? Since it's public record and it's all out in the open, everybody speaking and discussing it. You know what I mean? Because it don't seem like it's fair, because the money that we did see that was issued out, you know what I mean, the hundred rackadoodles, man, you know what I mean? You took 90, you know what I mean? You said you had to put that in motion on whatever you had to do, and you give him a dime piece, and then, here's all the discrepancy. So, man, I'm gonna let him continue, man. I just had to stop right there, man, because, he's sharp by the tongue, man, but you know what I mean? The truth always remains the same, and the truth can always be questioned. And every time he's questioned, it's never the truth, and he ain't never, ever with C-Mac, on camera, but you make a video right after, and you was allegedly supposed to be with him, man, you know what I mean? So all that Captain Kangaroo shit, man, ain't adding up, man. You either with it or not. Your shit will get off the pot. But here we go, man, Mr. Lovejoy. With his words, it's his story. We're going to let him tell it.
Now, if he want to renege on the contract and do something else, that's on him, but they got me as a mediator to help him out and, trying to, consult him in the right direction,
So are you an enforcer, a mediator, a mediator is somebody that translate in to make sense on your end if you're not familiar with the business? Okay, so a mediator and a person that's under that type of hat, job description or whatever, don't receive 90 racks out of 100 racks, and then the artist, that's who it goes to. So it's like it's up to him to hire you. You should have a contract with him because he got one with them. So you shouldn't even cut in on the bread if you ain't in on it. But I don't know, man. It's your story, man. So I'm gonna let him tell y'all what's happening, man. Mr. Lovejoy.
I can't force no nigga to do nothing. But, you came to kind of understanding this morning, he good, I guess he back, he got it back going, you know what I mean? But, like I said, he got some money. All that shit was more down to some money, man. He got some money. He got some money in his pocket, you know what I mean? And, like I said, he's still in the contract like he was before he called me out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he calling me out.
You had some money in your pocket. He probably calling you out, man, about that 90 rackadoodles, man. You know what I mean? You don't have to count up to that. That was separate. Well, why would you, if that was separate and that's what they paid you and your contract with them paid you that, well, then why did you give him a piece of yours when he signed a contract? What did he sign a contract for? $10,000? What did he sign a contract for? $100,000 and you get 90? I mean, make it make sense to everybody instead of just you and sticking to that, you're the what you call that, people? You're the enforcer or the translator or whatever. You ain't the translator, man. It seems like you're the like the Bell's bondman, like the what they call that dude, the dog, the bounty dog. You know what I mean? Like if he try to back up out of it, you know what I mean? They got you to apply pressure. You know what I mean? Since you ain't getting no fights. But he's calling you out, man, because of that nature. You know what I mean? And at the same time, all the little skits and stunts y'all did in the kitchen and all that little play stuff, man, you know what I mean? That y'all did, you know what I mean? People might think that he ain't all what he supposed to be. So therefore, you know what I mean?
Call me out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he calling me.
He probably want to see you because he want to show people and show the world that he ain't no cusser. And maybe y'all get a bag like that. That'll be more negotiable than you running off with that 90 rackadoodles. Win, lose, or draw. You do the call, man. You know what I mean? And if you ain't getting no fight one way, you got one this way. And a bag is a bag, right? You know what I mean? Ain't how much money you make, it's how much money you can put away and how much money you can put to good use. So invest it and don't spit it, man. This is UG of A, man. Peep him out. Lovejoy.
Oh, like I can't. He ain't in the contract with me. You know what I mean? Like, why you mad at me? But no, all that shit straight, man. Like I said, they got a 5-year deal. So, you know, I told him, shit. I told you he better make. He calling me right now. I told him he better make the most of it.
Now, why you ain't with him right now? Why you didn't put him on loudspeaker? Why you didn't iron that out? What it was, you know, all wrinkled up, man? Because you acting like you don't know nothing, but yet still you just had breakfast with him. But we don't never see you, just like you said on that other video that we had to reenact. Y'all can look at that and share it with a friend also, man. When he said that, you know, he don't got his email, he don't got his Gmail, he don't have his Instagram, he ain't doing nothing with his YouTube when C-Mac said his YouTube channel got took. I mean, well, you know, they stole all his information and he couldn't get in, so he said, you know, unsubscribe or whatnot. You know what I mean? That's what he's telling his followers. Y'all can look that video up too. So I'm gonna let him finish out, man. I ain't gonna keep going on and on with it, man, because it's the same old soup just reheated all over again. So here we go, man. Mr. 600, aka Christopher Lovejoy.
Yeah, they was talking about you scamming off the Instagram accounts and the YouTube account. What's going on with that?
Man, nigga ain't scamming off none of that shit, man. Listen, I got my own channel, man. I get like 20 views on my shit. I ain't got nobody on that motherfucker. I got my own channel in my bio and my Instagram. His Instagram, he got his own Instagram. Man, listen, let them people just be talking, man.
So why did you get 90 rack of doodles for what? And that was your own separate contract to governor, to dictate, to oversee Mr. C-Mac? You know what I mean? Is that what your job is, Mr. Christopher Lovejoy? Or is that what your job is, Mr. 600? Whatever that it is, man, you know, I ain't mad at it, man. But at the same time, man, it's out there, man. And inquiring minds want to know what it look like and what it is because it is what it is. But it ain't what you saying, man. But we're going to let you tell the story, man. We're going to get to the rest of it.
You know, paying that shit no mind, bro. Like I said, he told me, he called me out. I still ain't seen the video. I don't be paying that shit no mind, man.
Yeah.
He just called you on the phone. What you need to see the video for, man. Ask you what's happening and put that shit together, man. So, you know what I mean? This might be another one of y'all skits, man. So if it is, man, I told y'all, man, y'all too telegraphic, man. I mean, make it look real. Make it count. Make it make sense. You know what I mean?
Replays from yesterday. Here we had a room. They was doing a live interview over there with 1111 Networks and shit for Nina Boy's new little podcast, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I guess you know he was supposed to call out the Island Boys and everybody else, but he called you out. So niggas was telling me call you and all this, and I'm like, bro, I ain't getting into the home. You feel me? Like the most I did was ping you in the room, you know what I'm saying? But then I think somebody was saying you was at the Dodger game and shit. I just talked to
I talked to Newport yesterday.
No, Bosco was saying
yeah,
that.
Man,
he talked to me. Yeah. He called me before I went to the game.
All right, there's more, man. You know. Let me get y'all.
What else in his ear? He didn't have a misunderstanding, you know what I'm saying, when he was signing the contract and making money every year. He get a misunderstanding when he talked to all his other people who were not in that contract. And they in his ear.
He was making money before he got a extortion team, contract team, or a deal by himself independently. So it's like, you know what I mean? I'm still not getting it, man. You ain't making it make sense, man. It's only making sense to you. You know what I mean? Well, it's not making sense to us, but it's making dollars for you. So I guess you on top.
About who knows what, and then one thing leads to another. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they was saying he ain't seen no money in 2 months from off his YouTube. Is that true?
Man, that nigga C-Mac make money and spend money more than niggas I know in the NBA, bro. I don't know what them niggas talking about.
So you know what he doing, what he's spending. So you know what he got, you know what the contract consists of. And you know all of these things because you still dipping and dodging. Or what do? You just following around like you like a secret detective, or see you just like you know, you follow him around and shit and just see what he's doing and you know what I mean? What's his payment plan on the money, man? You know, other people might want to jump into that deal, man. Show us what it's about, big dog. Let us know what's happening, Mr. Lovejoy, man. Show some love, big dog.
That nigga C-Mac, that's have somebody ask him. do he got any money? That nigga had like $8,000 this morning when I seen him. Cash, hundreds. That nigga,
You
who
said
say he ain't making no
8,000
money?
or 80,000?
8,000, like 7,800. Yeah, I'm on $8,000.
Okay.
That nigga make money and spend money. He make money every day, man. Like I say, I don't know what he been doing since he stopped, since he went online and did some little rants or whatever, but shit, as far as I know, as far as I done seen, the nigga make money, man. Like I said, if somebody say he ain't made no money in 2 months, man, I don't know where they getting them. He ain't telling that.
Man, I'm telling you.
Well, we know that he make money. That's why you got involved with him. So, what was your reason to get involved with him? Because he's a little homie for the neighborhood, or you got involved with him because you see the opportunity, or you got involved with him because you were introduced to him, and then you figured out a way to slide up under him and put some important looking people in front of him. You know what I mean, and make him sell his soul for a jelly roll. Is that what happened? And then you back up out of it, but they just keep you on his neck because you was basically you was like the cosign for him to get whatever they got. Is that why you took most of the money? Because it wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have put your word on it. So now you put your word on it. So that's what leaves you obligated to keep an eye on Mr. Crip Mac. Okay, man, it's starting to make a little sense. The rain is gone. I can see clearly now. So, okay, Mr. Lovejoy, Mr. Enforcer, Mr. Pressure Applier, man, do your thing, man. This is UGA, man. We're gonna keep doing ours, man. We should have it no other way. And whatever that goes on in the dark always come to the light, man. So, check your steps when you walking, bro.
This is documented on
P-Mac ain't said
replay.
that, though. I know Crip-Mac ain't said he ain't made no money in 2 months. I know he ain't said that.
You saying it ain't saying out his mouth.
Yeah, I know he ain't said that.
But what do you say about niggas talking about they got lawyers involved now and they figuring it out and they saying that niggas basically getting robbed.
Who was they? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You listen, it's a whole bunch of people who's not in his contract saying that stuff, man. That's just internet clickbait type stuff. C-Mac ain't going to no lawyer. I mean, I don't know what he's doing, man. He might be. I don't know. I'm just saying though, as far as him saying he ain't got no money, he can't sit up here and tell you or me that he ain't got no money in 2 months. Whether it's from YouTube or features, nothing. He get money every month and every day from multiple sources.
Yeah, but why does he keep on losing his Instagrams? Why? Like, what's going on with this?
I mean, I don't know. Like I say, he be I don't know, man.
Like they saying they like you had came out yesterday said about the contract. You posted it on his page. Then you shot it. I said so. Yesterday you dropped a video on C-Mac's page, right? Saying that it's still good.
I sent that to the label and they posted, yeah.
Okay, and it's saying that it's still good. He's in the contract, features, this and that. You shout out the Instagram.
Native Wild Mint Tooth. So yeah, man, that's what it's gonna be, man. We're just gonna sum it up, man. You know what I mean? Y'all know where to get the news at, man. You know what I mean? For me or the other YouTubers, whatever it is what it's gonna be. We in here, man. Enjoyed y'all. And we gonna get up out of here, man. Mr. Lovejoy. 1.